What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And this is The Bad Batch, episodes 11 and 12 if you're on YouTube, just 11 if you're on our Patreon, patreon.com/nerdynightly, where we put those full reactions. If you're watching this, you probably like Star Wars, and you might be going to Star Wars Celebration Europa. That is the Star Wars Celebration taking place on the moon, on the surface of Jupiter. We are going to be leaving now because it's a couple week trip to get there.
Wow, yeah, I don't know if what I paid is gonna cover the cost to get there. I feel like I've been scammed.
Nah. Elon Musk has really been like lowering those rates. You know, he needs to like recoup his investment in Twitter.
First good thing he's done.
No, but seriously, we have a panel the Friday of Star Wars Celebration. So if you're going to be there, come talk about Battle Scars, the new Sam Maggs novel with us, Friday from 1 to 2 p.m. in room 14 at the HoloNet News Stage.
Let's go.
But for now, let's get into episode 11, Metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis, whatever this is. Hilary Duff.
I don't know.
That was her album.
Mm-hmm. I think I saw that concert, but I don't remember that song. What? Well, you had a bad day. Taking one down.
Yeah.
I'm a bad person. Just to turn it around. I have always loved the Clone Commando helmets.
Oh, yeah.
They're so sleek.
Yeah, they look great.
Oh, no. Ah, cool. I love when Star Wars goes horror.
That was wild.
There's an episode of Star Wars Resistance with a Kowakian monkey ape on a ship.
Oh.
It's so good. It's one of my favorite episodes of that show. Not my favorite, because my favorites are every moment Opipit is on screen.
It's a monkey ape?
Yeah. Or no, it's a Kowakian ape lizard. Instead of a Kowakian... It's a big one.
Oh, I don't like that.
Welcome, Doctor. All preparations have been made for your arrival.
I would hope so.
Did she just pull down her goggles to talk to the doctor?
Thank you.
Of the assets.
Have the cargo taken below.
It's an interesting little accent. I wonder if she's a clone. I feel like New Zealand accent means clone in Star Wars.
Right.
Oh, shit.
What was done on Camino was unfortunate, but know that your research remains intact. It'll now serve a higher purpose. The Emperor's purpose.
You didn't have to breathe in like that, dude. That was weird.
I know what Emperor Palpatine seeks to accomplish, and he will not have my cooperation.
And I'll let you think on that.
Wait, are you telling me the guy whose name is Hemlock is evil?
What? Who saw that coming?
He talks so quietly. I just want somebody to be like, what? What are you saying?
Oh, no.
There's a static door between us. Can you speak up?
Yeah.
I got a tip on a downed ship, which means cargo ripe for the taking. I'll even give you 30% of the cut.
That is our standard percentage.
This one time, let's say 35%.
Wrecker!
Fine, 50% as a token of my goodwill.
I mean, that's
Sid.
fair.
No, it's not.
That they won't come back?
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah.
50% is insanely low.
Yeah.
Let alone 30.
How hard could scavenging cargo be?
Why did you say that, Omega?
Yeah, you fucked it up.
Just don't say anything. You never ask how hard a mission's gonna be before it starts. That makes it harder for some reason.
It's a thing that murdered an entire ship of clones, so.
You all have full armor, and she has a leather helmet.
But she has plot armor.
That is true. That is true. God, the dynamic lighting of the animation this season has just been unreal.
Wild.
I love this art style so much.
Mm-hmm.
Check for traps. I would love to play D&D with D. Bradley Baker, but he has to play as all of the Bad Batch.
That would be very fun.
DM for him, but he has to play 5 characters.
Oh my god. I mean, he's used to it.
Something unfortunate happened here.
It looks like a werewolf. I don't know.
A were-clone.
Were-clone.
It's just a werewolf with a New Zealand accent. Tech's confidence that everything's gonna be fine is kind of hilarious.
I know.
As there's like just shredding through the walls with claws.
Yeah.
I'll be okay on my own. I don't need help. Don't know what I'm fighting. Don't know what happened, but I'm Tech.
The grid should be restored momentarily.
Everything's fine. We're all fine here. Boring conversation anyway.
Danger. Danger.
Danger. Danger. I feel like that's me reacting to everything.
Oh my god.
Danger, don't do it. Danger.
What were they keeping in here? I don't know. But it's still on board.
Now would be a good time to leave and never come back.
Yeah, I don't know how much of value you're gonna find that's still intact anyways.
I also don't know how they think they would contain whatever it is.
I don't know. I would like take some external ship parts.
Oh shit! Is it like a mini Zillow Beast? Fuck!
It looks like some kind of water creature.
It's a good time to leave. It's a good time to leave. Run. Run away. Run away. Right in the kisser.
You don't want to like turn your back on it.
Yeah, but you could move a little faster.
Oh my god, is this the Expanse?
Does that thing look different to you?
Oh, it eats electricity. That is very cool. Oh no, Tech is like made of electricity.
Fascinating.
His name's Tech.
Oh, good.
Ah, fuck, there's a village nearby.
There is a village nearby.
The creature appears to be headed in the direction of the village.
We're the ones that let.
Yup.
Given the fact that the crew was most likely eaten by the creature, I doubt it is currently hungry.
It ain't the crew?
No, it was just the leg. Just the leg.
No, that it was eating like a mechanical like piece of the ship when they looked up.
Oh, I thought it was a leg.
No, it was electricity. You need to stop working for Sid. It never works out.
Yeah, honestly.
Sid has not benefited them at all. You think it would have like a signal to it that you could track electromagnetics or so. Oh, fuck, no. Holy shit, that thing can fucking jump.
Yeah.
This confirms that the species feeds on energy, which propels its rapid growth.
You mean it'll get even bigger?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You must not let it get near the power grid, or it will increase exponentially in size.
Oh.
Well, too late for that. It grew so much.
Was this in the Clone Wars?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the Zillow Beast.
But genetically modified.
No, just cloned.
Oh.
This is all set up in the Clone Wars. This is a really cool payoff to an earlier story.
Cool, okay.
Because the Zilla piece gets, like, taken alive, and you're like, what happened to it?
Right.
And Palpatine's like, my plans. I'm excited.
So there's only, like, one of them and that people knew about, and then they cloned it.
I mean, in the Clone Wars, we only see one, yeah.
Cool, okay.
Stop it before it gets any larger. I'm trying!
I would dip out and let the Empire... Like, I know it's the Empire. This is one place where I would be like, let the Empire handle this one. Oh, but they're shooting at the civilians. Fuck. All right, boys, you captured this once. Can you do it again? What the fuck happened here?
Well, I mean... That was close.
Fuck, yeah, it was. Oh, these poor people. They were just chilling, having a Saturday night.
Yeah.
That was a smart move.
Yeah.
Shut on the power.
That also...
I don't think so. I think it's like a kind of like... It's their beast. I'm not surprised they know how to knock it out, right?
Right.
What are they doing?
They're eliminating witnesses.
Why?
Well, because...
I just feel like they could be like, you guys were under attack and we're the Empire and we saved you. We're the good guys. Look, we stopped it.
They could definitely...
We're the good guy Empire. I just feel like that would be like the easiest. Like, hey guys, everybody, we're sorry that this was a scary night. We've taken care of the threat.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's a need for them to actually be evil here. They can, like, take a win. And even blame that ship, you know, blame the Marauder for, you know. That's a big tank.
Yeah, they were prepared.
Yeah, I don't get why they're arresting everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. They could definitely look like the good guys here.
Yes, interesting. Especially just because there's no dialogue to explain what's going on. Mm-hmm. I understand that the Empire is evil, but there are times when it behaves like it isn't in order to hide that, right?
Yeah, totally.
From what I have gathered, I suspect the Empire did not destroy the cities on Camino to end cloning. They merely wanted to control it.
What?
The locals have been detained and will be dealt with. However, one vessel escaped our assault. It was a military-class shuttle.
Yeah, I guess I just don't want people to have seen it. There's just a lot of big creatures in this galaxy. I feel like trying to hide the existence of any of them is weird.
Yeah. I feel like I
it must be frustrating to have your resources, but lack the expertise to achieve your goals.
What a polite insult that was.
Mm-hmm.
Understand your situation here. If you know of a way to persuade the scientist...
There is a particular clone you must locate. A young girl.
God damn it, dude.
Wow.
Really trading a child for your safety? Or the idea? No, not even for your safety. For a lie that you might have safety.
Yeah, like, do you really think they're gonna let you go?
No,
like, honestly,
you know too much.
No, this
wow,
is never gonna happen.
That was fun.
Yeah,
I love when Star Wars goes horror. That was a great start to the episode.
Yeah,
fun to have
well
the Zillo Beast back.
Mm-hmm.
Tie off the narrative line of that episode from Clone Wars.
Yeah,
that arc from Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. It is just interesting, right? Like, sometimes I feel like in an effort to keep up the, like, narrative that the Empire is evil, they go, like, almost too far with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this would have been an easy PR win for the Empire. You guys were under attack by a massive creature that was brought here by that evil ship.
Yeah.
But we stepped in and saved the day because we're good guy
Look at
Empire.
us. Yeah.
Spread the word, Empire good. We defend you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And so I don't know, maybe they don't want people to know that Zilbeast exists, but
But it was on Coruscant?
Yeah,
so
like it's not like
that doesn't. I don't know. Yeah,
they've been used in warfare before.
Right.
But I would have been like, hey, almost nobody died, and we showed up just in time to save the day. Empire, good, right?
Yeah, no, 100%.
And so it's interesting that they went with like, no, Empire does like an unnecessary evil thing.
The most evil thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, just interesting.
It's a little strange, I won't lie.
But I love having the clone commandos back. It's sad that they're obviously working for the Empire, but I just love that design so much. I think it's such a cool helmet design.
Yeah.
It is my favorite like look to have in the Battlefront games is the clone commandos. I'm always a commando.
One.
Oh, make myself a clone commando armor?
Yeah.
So that would take skills that I do not have.
I'd teach you.
You teach me?
Yeah, I don't. I also don't have those skills, but we can figure it out together.
Yeah, I'm really curious the direction this story's going in terms of the Bad Batch's relationship with Sid. Mm-hmm. It felt like after the race episode that Sid was coming around to realizing that she was mistreating the Batch.
Yeah, and that they were going to work more in tandem together.
Yeah, and now it feels like that is backsliding, and Sid has become like more antagonistic towards them than she even was before that.
Yeah.
Certainly more so than season 1. It felt like they had a better working relationship in season 1, and I wish we had a little bit more time of them together with her to understand why this feels different.
Yeah, because like they freed Sid, you know, like they did so much for Sid, and like she just left him on that planet. It was like, all right, I'll find somebody else, kind of like.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I guess like there are people like that, but
it just seems like previously we had seen that relationship kind of going in a different direction.
100%.
And so I'm just curious moving forward, like what I wonder where the story with Sid is going. And if Sid is that greedy, like at what point does she just sell them out? Like actually sell them out and not just send them on shitty missions over and over and over again.
True. Yeah.
If I was the Batch, I would be like, Sid, like, no, we're not doing your missions. They're always a nightmare.
Yeah. They're always the worst.
There's very rarely actually any loot for us to steal.
Yeah.
50% of nothing is still nothing. Like you got to get us something better than, a ship crashed on a planet. Go get killed by the fucking Zillo beast.
Maybe Sid betrays them because of Omega.
Maybe. I don't know where the betrayal is coming from, but I feel like something's got to put the Bad Batch and Crosshair back in the same plot.
Yeah.
Because this whole season, like, Crosshair's been off doing his own thing, and those episodes have been really good, but they aren't they aren't directly related to the Batch. And I think that this show in season 1 was at its strongest, particularly at the end of season 1 with its Topeka City stuff in the relationship between the Bad Batch and Crosshair and how there is still love between them, but they're on opposite sides of this conflict.
Yeah.
And so I think when those two things are going up against each other, the show's at its absolute best.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of other great stuff. I'm not saying that like everything else is bad. I just mean I'm excited for this show to start heading those characters back together because, you know, there's 5 episodes left in the season. And I'm just curious where it's going. Like season 1, I felt like by this point, I felt like we had more kind of direction, but that might also just be remembering it in hindsight.
Yeah, that's fair. It has been a while.
Yeah.
But it does feel, and especially I think it feels like that feeling is amplified with Echo not being there as well. Like it's, you know, not that the Batch needs to stay together forever, because people grow, people have different goals, people like change, like that is very human of the clones. But it is just, it is unfortunate because Echo adds so much to the group, and in a different way, like Crosshair also adds that, and like something else.
Well, and this season, I feel like this season has weirdly not put Hunter in a very
active position.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think narratively, like, right now we kind of have Omega leading the show, with Tech being, smart and like capable weirdo in a way. And Wrecker being comedic relief. And I don't really know what Hunter is doing. I don't know what Hunter wants.
Yeah.
And it feels like he should be the lead of the show.
Yeah.
But in a lot of ways, he is just a functional character right now.
Yeah.
Rather than an emotional one.
Yeah.
And it's not that that's a bad thing, but I do feel like it is keeping the narrative of this show from really feeling connected as a season of television.
Yeah.
And I think that part of the other problem that this show faces is that we know there are no great victories scored against the Empire in this time period. Mm-hmm. And they won't come for a long time. Like, unless this show starts jumping years, there's not a lot the Bad Batch can do to, like, win or to succeed at their goals. The Empire kind of just becomes this oppressive force. So is the end goal of the show seeing that Omega does get captured and the Bad Batch does get disbanded? Like, do they end up in prison? Like, where do they end up at the end of this journey? And what was the point of it? And that's that is a hard story to tell in a children's show that takes place at the birth of fascism. Like, you know what I mean? This show is about how the Empire becomes Nazi Germany, essentially.
Yeah.
But it's for kids.
Yeah.
And so I think that the balance of that is a line that I don't necessarily think the show is always walking the best. Mm-hmm. I think sometimes the show is way too adult. And at the same time, I also think the show, when it wants to go kid-friendly, feels out of balance with the state of these characters' world. And so I feel like there's this weird pull between we are telling a story about the rise of fascism in a galaxy and about slavery and about all of these awful things. But also, like, Omega can never really be in too much danger or else it's weird because she's a child.
Yeah.
But we're also going to take her on all of these active war missions.
Yeah.
And at the center of that is a show that I really enjoy watching, but that at times I don't necessarily think is the most successful.
Yeah, no, I think that that's fair. It's fun. It's great. It's not, like, groundbreaking, you know? Like, there are times when it doesn't...
I think the animation is
Sure. Yeah. The animation is fantastic. You know, it's a great addition to Star Wars, but it's never really been, like, a standout.
I thought the end of season 1 was. When the Bad Batch and Crosshair are, like, when it's about the emotional journey of Bad Batch and Crosshair and them splitting apart and coming together, I feel like that's where this show is so strong because it's them as a family talking about being a family.
Yeah.
It's when the show is trying to have the Bad Batch comment on the state of the wider galaxy that I feel, and their fight against it. Mm-hmm. That's where I feel like the show it has the hardest time with its own narrative.
Because there's only so much they can do.
Yeah. And they kind of have to fail.
Yeah.
For the plot to make sense. And, like, we know where Rex ends up in, 15 years from now, right? We know where some of these characters are in Rebels. And so there is literally only so much that they can accomplish.
Yeah.
And the end of the show has to be them going into hiding or dying, right? There's no element of them succeeding and being public figures on a planet somewhere or, you know. Yeah. So, it is a weird tightrope they're walking.
And I wonder where it's headed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get into the next episode. That was a long discussion after that episode. Let's do this.
It's one of those shows where it's like, it's fun, but I don't know where it's going, you know? Like, there's no, like, big end ultimate goal, right? The shows we're watching right now, like Attack on Titan, there's a big end, like, ultimate goal, like, figure out what the fuck is going on and save humanity. The Expanse is, like, there's a huge threat to humanity and we need to, like, figure that out somehow, you know?
I also
and
feel
this is like, well, no one can really do a whole lot.
I also feel like since Echo left, it kind of feels like we're just watching it fall apart.
And maybe that is the story.
Yeah. Hey, he's back.
Fantastic. More clones.
Problem, sir?
Yes. I don't like used equipment. Let's go.
Ah, man. Well, I hope he dies.
The fuck? He's like that 45-year-old that's like, nah, I only have sex with virgins. Gross, right?
I can't believe you just said that.
Am I wrong?
Lucasfilm is going to take away our Star Wars panel. Please don't. I'm excited.
No.
No, let's be honest. With everything we've said on the internet, if they were to...
Oh, I know.
If that's the line, they haven't watched our other content.
Is it Hoth?
Nah, well,
no,
maybe, but there's...
not on Hoth.
Hoth didn't have mountains, so...
That we saw.
Oh, please. You know how Star Wars works. Every planet is exactly one thing.
Fair. There is a single terrain.
Yeah.
You garbage ship.
The fuck?
Oh, God. Is it this guy who finally makes Crosshair see that he's like...
He's like, I can't do it anymore. This guy in his stupid helmet.
Yeah.
Where is your supervisor?
You must be our reinforcements.
Ooh.
Where are the rest of your men?
Dead.
Your failings will be dealt with later.
What a fucking prick. Oh my god.
Tell me, Lieutenant. How many missions have you commanded? That's what I thought.
Interesting. Okay.
My dad said I would be a good military man.
If my father hears about this.
The name's Mayday.
Good talk.
Welcome to the Outpost.
God damn it.
What's attacking them?
They're rebels that want the cargo. That's why they got sent.
Who's been attacking the depot?
Locals. Raiders. Last few attacks caught us off guard.
Commander, raiders spotted inside the perimeter.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
I'll cover the west. You take the east. We'll cut them off.
Let's go, Mayday.
He's done this once or twice.
Yeah. They showed us a lot to point out just how competent the clones are. Like, how much their experience has changed them, even though they're all children.
Yeah.
I think the oldest clone would be like 14. 14 or 15. Oh, shit. You'd think you would build like a maximum brightness into the night, into the scope, so that that doesn't happen.
Oh, I thought it was more of like, I thought it was a trauma response. Like he's done it too many times.
Maybe, okay, yeah.
But I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Because I know like night vision, if you like shine light into night vision, it can like be traumatizing for the person wearing it.
Right.
And I've always been like, why wouldn't you just have a maximum brightness? It feels like there's a reasonable solution to that problem.
Yeah.
But you might be right. It might just be that Crosshair is just at the end of his line in terms of Cody left him after a mission. Like, he's being put on these shit missions. All the clones are being retired. Like, he's realizing he chose the wrong.
Off down the western ridge. The rest must have fled on foot into the mountain pass.
What are you doing just standing around? Those raiders stole 2 crates of cargo during that attack. This task falls to you two, and you two alone.
Oh.
Recover the cargo.
You're a great lieutenant, dude. You're gonna go so far.
Yeah.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Definitely gonna survive a long time. Mm-hmm. I see it now.
You're very competent and clearly have great situational awareness. I feel like Rampart, well, I guess Rampart's in prison. I feel like whoever sent Crosshair on this mission, send him with that guy, hoping that Crosshair kills that guy. I think even the Empire is like, you know what? Maybe if we send him on a, like, maybe he just won't come back.
Yeah.
And then all of us will be free of him.
Maybe we don't have to deal with him anymore.
I get that he's that one guy, that one senator's son, but like, I just don't want to deal with this guy anymore.
Well, it is cold. It's just left him here.
No point in carrying dead weight.
Remind me not to die on your watch.
I like Mayday a lot.
Yeah, he's great.
He's got a sick beard.
Mm-hmm.
You know I like my bearded boys.
Maybe it's just the ice.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no dragons in the sky trying to eat you.
No, you're so fine. Oh.
pressure mine.
Well done, Crosshair. Well done. See, this is what happens when you leave the party.
Do you know how to disarm it?
This mine's a little different than ones I've seen before.
That's always a good
Pretty
sign.
sure they're all the same.
Yeah. Yeah. You're dead either way, so like...
I wish I had the proper equipment for this. But the Empire's ignored all my requests.
Oh, smart. That's so smart. Just like...
Whoa. Don't pick up your foot yet. Wait until I tell you.
Whoa, let me get away first. I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah.
That you're confident in your work.
Oh, I'm confident. I'm just not stupid.
I like Mayday a lot.
He's great.
Tony Stark built that in a cave.
Yeah. I guess that method would work if the edge is around, if
it's
the
not just
whole
the middle,
thing is supposed to, yeah, and because that's what I just imagined that it was.
The middle thing
first.
popped up, and you're like, "Oh shit! I fucked up."
But you make it small enough that like your whole foot would end up covering it, and then there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Multiple contacts inside. 2 guards at the entrance.
Shouldn't be a problem for us.
Just a bunch of innocent people trying to survive. Ugh. It is the tough thing about Crosshair, right? Is that like these episodes, we're just like following the bad guy doing bad things to mostly innocent people.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's a shot. That was good by even Crosshair standards. Oh shit, there's so many people here.
Yeah. He missed a few of those on his scope.
Mountains, man. They're thick. So many seas. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Don't blow things up in the mountains, kids. That's how avalanches happen. And avalanches kill. They're very dangerous. This is not a joke.
Let's load the cargo and get out of here.
What's the twist of this going to be, do you think?
There's something about the cargo. They're going to see what it is.
Or are they going to be the clones?
Huh?
Like the people who escaped are runaway clones.
They seem to be like...
It's not clone trooper gear.
Right. New toys for the shiny new military. And we get the scraps.
Crash is like, I don't know, I got a shiny new suit this season, so. And there's the avalanche.
Uh-oh.
You fucked up! Why would the Empire send the Stormtrooper stuff here at all?
I don't know.
It's just weird that it's weird that it was ever on this planet to begin with. It wasn't made here, so someone flew it here.
To keep it like
cold?
A secret until it was needed. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. And then in the distance, Obi-Wan Kenobi appears and says, "Crosshair, go to Yoda on Dagobah." Luke!
Mayday. Mayday, wake up.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Okay.
Go. I won't make it.
Let's go, Crosshair. All right. You're kind of the worst, but you're not the absolute worst. You know what I mean? Forgot about the Dragoons. Ah! Oh, no! What you gonna do with that big fat butt? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
What?
I make jokes when I'm uncomfortable. And I really don't want Mayday to die. It's going to make me sad if he does not survive.
Right.
7 seasons of The Clone Wars has made me too emotionally invested in all of the clones individually.
That's how they get you.
It's a gateway drug. If you're in that situation and you're like, oh no, how do I survive the night? What you want to do is you want to collect a giant pile of snow and pat it down really tight and then pile more snow and keep patting and patting and patting and then dig out the middle of it. Have just a large enough hole for you to get in. Go inside, lay your clothes down, take all your clothes off, and then put a layer of clothes over top of you and cuddle. The condensed snow and your heat inside will actually create it's called a Quonset hut, and it will trap the heat, and you'll survive the night.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Boy Scouts.
And you can use each other's body heat to keep each other alive. But you have to pack it really dense and then dig out the middle, and then your heat will actually kind of like make the inside of it kind of like melt and then freeze, and then it actually insulates.
Damn, everybody else got here fast.
Yeah, they really did a lot for 2 crates when it seems like they got a lot of crates.
Step aside, step aside!
What a prick.
Help him. Certainly not. That would be a waste of the Empire's resources.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
You could have saved him.
Now, leave him and get back to work.
I liked him.
While you're still useful.
And I hate this guy. Crosshair's like, I'm gonna feed you to that dragon. I'm gonna feed you feet first so you feel every bite of it, you little sniveling shit.
Lieutenant.
Let's go! Fuck that guy!
Yeah. We hated him.
I want all the stormtroopers to come over and be like, we won't say, dude,
yeah,
honestly, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's all good.
We got you.
It was the rebels, I saw it.
That was... Oh, okay, it's not over. I thought that was the end of the episode. I was like, what a strange place to end it.
Hello, CT-9904.
Oh, shit. Oh, they took him to Tantus. How long has he been out?
No idea.
Cooperate, and you might survive.
I wonder if the end of the season is them rescuing Crosshair from this mountain.
I was gonna say, or they get, like, captured by this doctor and they all break out together. Like, they don't know Crosshair's there until they accidentally run into him.
Okay.
You know? But that it does seem to be something along those lines. Like, this is gonna be how everyone gets brought together.
Yeah,
you know?
100%. That was dark. That was a dark episode.
Yeah.
To be like, look, there's blood on your hands. And also the people you have blood on your hands for aren't worth shit. Sorry, Crosshair. Like, this was just kind of like...
Oopsie, yeah.
True rock bottom for him, and that's a shame.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is he had to hit it to turn around.
Yeah.
Like, he was so convinced in that what he was doing was right, and that what the clones were made for was the right thing to do.
Yep.
And unfortunately, that realizing you're wrong is never gentle.
Yeah.
Especially when you're that wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just it's
That's
so
heavy.
I just keep coming back to like the like kids show element of this. And like it's so strange because I feel like this is like if you're like 13, like I think I get it.
Sure, yeah.
But even like Clone Wars had heavy things happen, but they were generally paired with like characters who had a lot of lightness in their life.
Yeah.
You know, like, yes, like there's the darkness of the war, but also like Anakin and Ahsoka's relationship was fun and quippy, and you had Sky Guy and all that. This show is just so dark emotionally. And I love it because I think the like storytelling of it is so interesting, and it's a time in the galaxy that is such a joy to like watch and be a part of, while at the same time, it's joyful in that it is a world that I love. It's filling out details in a world that I love with characters that I think are really interesting. But the world is in such a state of disrepair that it's also like depressing to watch.
Yeah.
And I desperately want redemption for Crosshair at a time when I also cannot engage with his actions in this episode as being positive until he kills the Imperial dude. Because like, yeah, I don't cheer for murder often, but good work.
But when I do.
And so yeah, it's just it is a weird show in that it is so beautifully animated and so well written and so well done. And at the same time, it feels like weirdly not for the audience it's for. Mm-hmm. And maybe the creators would say like, no, we made this for older kids, and you know, we made this for adults. We made this for the people who
already saw Clone Wars. Yeah.
And you know, I think that that's a fair argument. It's just it is such a dark galaxy of storytelling for these characters, and so it's not always fun. It's good, but it's not always as fun as I think Clone Wars managed to get away with, because the droids were silly and, you know. Totally. There aren't droid episodes in Bad Batch.
No, it's a different vibe.
Yeah.
And granted, I have not seen all of Clone Wars, but I think a season and a half is enough to know that it is very different. Like.
Yeah. Yeah, you've seen about the same amount of Clone Wars as you've seen of this.
A season and a half, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just about. Yeah, it's very interesting.
And it's very different from Rebels, too. Like, this show is so much darker.
Yeah, it was well done.
Oh, very well
like,
done.
You know,
that
like
episode was fantastic.
Yeah,
I loved Mayday. I loved the way Crosshair learned from Mayday.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Like, I loved the I love the idea that Crosshair was able to see himself in Mayday. Because he often looks down on the other clones. He often sees himself as superior to them. And so it was so nice to have this relationship between him and Mayday where they are engaged in this mission as equals. And it's not Crosshair being like, I'm the greatest clone, I don't need you. They go off together and they work together, and Mayday saves Crosshair because he messed up with the mine, right? And I think that Crosshair being able to view another clone as an equal and also be forced to listen to his point of view about whether or not what they're doing is worth it, whether or not following orders was worth it, I think that had so much value in terms of his character growth. I just don't know, like, I don't know where they go from here. It's such a fascinating show, and I'm loving it. Like, I love The Bad Batch, but it also makes me uncomfortable. And I think it's trying to do that. Like, that's not me saying that as a negative. I think that it is intentionally making me uncomfortable. Yeah. But there are episodes of the show that are, like, it's hard to watch, and that's unexpected for an animated Star Wars cartoon.
Well, it'd be harder to watch if it was live action.
I don't think so. I think it would be more adult, and it would be. I think that it would actually feel. I think that where my feelings come from is that it is a continuation of the Clone Wars, and so my feelings about the Clone Wars are like
affecting your judgment of this show. Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh my god, this is like so much darker than Clone Wars.
Yeah.
There's no quips.
There's no quips. Yeah.
You know, and like they're like dealing with like the emotional trauma of a family member leaving, and they're dealing with like, it's just like this show is just so much more adult, and I love it for those reasons.
Yeah.
Well, also sometimes being like, ooh, like I wouldn't market this for kids.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I personally wouldn't either. I might look it up. I'm interested to see like what age range like the showrunners had in mind.
Yeah.
Creating it, but
yeah.
Damn.
If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, have a dislike, hit the dislike button.
Have a dislike.
have a dislike button. Because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. Leave me comments down below, all that stuff. The algorithm goddess in this episode is Red Glasses Lady. Don't know you yet.
Red Glasses.
But you seem like a nightmare, and I'm excited to learn more. Are you a clone? Don't know. I think we might find out by the end of the season. If you want to follow us around the internet, you can do that. I'm at nerdynightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
And as always, y'all, do something nerdy tonight.
May the force be with you.